So this is part 2 of using sets with counts and probability. The first video we saw how to use counts, and this video we are going to see how to use probability. So if you haven't watched the counts video yet, I recommend watching that first because I'll explain a little bit more of some of the parts in that video. All right, so in this example, in a survey of college students, the probability that a student uses Snapchat is 0.65, which is 65%, and the probability they use Twitter is 0.48 or 48%, and the probability that they use both is 0.29, which is 29%, and the probability they use neither is 0.16 or 16%. So we're going to label the Venn diagram. So first I'm going to use Snapchat. So Snapchat, and this one is going to be X, formerly Twitter. So Snapchat, the whole circle represents Snapchat, and that's 0.65. And this whole circle represents Twitter. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use a different color. So over here, we'll do X for Twitter, and that is 0.48, right? So this whole circle, let me do this. The whole circle is Twitter, and for here, the whole circle is Snapchat, right? So we should do like a number check already to realize that the 0.65 and the 0.48 use the overlap, both use the overlap. If they didn't, like here's a number sense check. Oops, got a number sense. Number check is that 0.65 plus 0.48, already that is, that's 1.13, but probability has to be less than 1. So since we added two probabilities and got something less than 1, that means that they include some overlap. So probability cannot be greater than 1. Okay. So fortunately, this problem does tell us what the overlap is. It tells us that the overlap, where they use both, is 0.29. So that's for both, right? And then we can have neither, which this problem also tells us. So neither is the 0.16. So now, since we do have the intersection is both, right? We can find the probability of using Snapchat only. So that's going to be 0.65, the probability of using Snapchat, minus, we're going to subtract away the 0.29, right? And that is going to give us those who only use Snapchat, which is going to be 4536. Oops, I want to use a different color. Sorry. We're going to have that be, what did I say? 0.36. 59 plus, 0.36. So the students who only use Snapchat are 36% of them only use Snapchat and not Twitter. Of those two, right? They could be using something else like Instagram or Signal or whatever, but between just Snapchat and Twitter, there's 36% who use Snapchat but not Twitter. All right, so that is the answer for B is 0.36, which is 36%. And then the probability that the student only uses X, so we're going to take X, or Twitter, and we are going to subtract, again, the same intersection, because it's the same 29% who use both. And then what color do I have left? I guess I'll use this one again. All right, so 48 minus 29, 28, so that's going to be 0.19. So it's going to be 0.019, so that's 0.19 or 19%. All right, so this is A. Nope, sorry, that's B, C, and now for D, we are asking what's the probability a student uses at least one of the two platforms. So that means we are looking for everything that's in this circle or this circle, right? So all we have to do is add up those three numbers. So I get 0.36 plus 0.29 plus 0.19, and so that is going to equal, I already know these equal 0.65 plus 0.19, and then when I add those together, 7.5, so I get 0.84. So this one is going to be 0.84 or 84%. Right, so what is the probability that the student uses both platforms? So that's already given. It is 0.29 or 29%. That's given in the problem. All right.